Let me stop you for a second, please.
Mm-hmm.
So you exchange your normal greetings, and you said that you hadn't heard from him, you hadn't seen him in a while?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes, sorry.
Then did you see him in May of 2009 in Houston prior to this phone call?
Yes.
And the two of you went to dinner?
Yes.
So back to the telephone conversation, you exchanged your greetings, and you asked Dr. Murray how he is doing?
Yes.
And what did he say to you?
He just said, well, and then paused.
And then what happened?
And then that's when I said, well, let me tell you about my day. And I started telling him about my day.
And did he respond back to you?
No, that's when I realized he was no longer on the phone.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I was just talking, and the next thing you know, I was like, I said hello, and I didn't hear anything. And that's when I pressed the phone against my ear, and I heard mumbling of voices. It sounded like the phone was maybe in his pocket or something. It was shh, and I heard coughing, and nobody answered.
Okay, let's go back a bit. So at some point during your conversation, you realized that he's not saying anything back to you. Is that accurate?
Yes.
About how long into your conversation with him would you estimate that he stopped responding or speaking back to you?
I'll say maybe, well, when I realized 5 to 6 minutes, but he probably could have been off the phone before that.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, about 5 or 6 minutes into the telephone call, you realized that he had not been saying anything back to you. Do I have that right?
Yes.
So you told us that you pressed the phone closer to your ear and you heard sounds that made you think that the phone might be in his pocket or something?
Yes.
And describe the coughing sounds that you said that you heard, please.
The coughing sounds I heard was more of
Did you recognize any voices?
No, it was the phone, I couldn't really hear as much. I just heard mumbling.
You heard mumbling?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes? Did you recognize the mumbling to be from Conrad Murray's voice that you recognize, or some voice that you did not recognize?
I didn't recognize the voices at all.